Caleb Williams came into this game as the clear Heisman favorite, and nothing transpired in this game that would knock me from that position. And I would say he only enhanced his Heisman position, as far as I'm concerned, through the close to the first half of the game. And then what was compromised after that was that he navigated it reasonably well, considering how much of his game was taken away after that.
Totally agree. And so I've heard, late during the second half, when it became apparent that USC was going to lose or was likely to lose, and then after the game, I've heard a lot of talk about, if Max Duggan of TCU beats Kansas State, like he's in the front runner for the Heisman. Come on, where is that coming from? No one was talking about Max Duggan the previous few weeks. And so that Max Duggan mini surge of conversation from some quarters, I'm not going to say it's a majority view, but it was a significant minority view popping up on college football Twitter. The Heisman Trophy, I get it. I understand it. It's the award for the quarterback on the best quarterback on a college football playoff team. That is what the award has become. And that's why Bryce Young won the award last season. I realize that a lot of recent Heisman votes have projected that reality. We can't turn the Heisman, or at least we shouldn't turn the Heisman into the award for the best QB or the best skill position player on a team that's in the playoff. That is not what the award is supposed to be about. It's for the best player in college football. You might be the best player in college football. Your team isn't good enough to get you to the playoff, all right? So just because TCU might go to the playoff 13-0, that doesn't mean, Max Duggan is the front runner. That is not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Max Duggan struggled against a Texas defense, which has been lit up by Oklahoma State and a lot of other, average to, ordinary offenses over the course of this season. He made the clutch late drive against Baylor, but as a whole, that 60-minute game, nothing special. I mean, not being able to score 30 on a Baylor defense, which has allowed point totals in the 40s to West Virginia and others this season. I mean, Max Duggan, I think, definitely worthy of a Heisman finalist invite, but Hendon Hooker's been better. Caleb Williams has been better. Michael Penix at Washington has been better. So let's cool it with the Max Duggan talk. And just the fact that Max Duggan, and again, no disrespect to him, if he's a Heisman finalist, he deserves it. But the idea that he is better than Caleb Williams just because Caleb Williams lost a game in which he got hurt and in which he didn't have his best offensive lineman, can we have some perspective and context here, please? And can we realize that Caleb Williams was absolutely brilliant in this game before he got hurt? All right. So if you think that this game reduced or eroded Caleb Williams' profile, his candidacy, his credentials, please turn in your football analyst card right now. All right. There's still the USA Netherlands is still going on. You can watch that game. You can watch college basketball all day. There are tons of college basketball games. And let's just leave the room whenever college football is discussed, please. Thank you. All right. If you think this game hurt Caleb Williams' Heisman chances, go home. All right. Pack it in. You do not deserve to be taken seriously in any college football conversation ever again. Period.
Wow. Matt coming strong here. And I do agree that Max Duggan's had a remarkable season. It's a remarkable story of what he's battled through, but that doesn't define best player in the country, best story, most adversity fought through, any of that. It's not best player. The best player is Caleb Williams.
And this is the thing about Heisman debates, is that when I say that, he doesn't deserve to win the Heisman, that's not a criticism, okay? We're just comparing that player to other players, all right? So Max Duggan might be the fourth best player in all of college football for 2022, which is great. That's outstanding. It's brilliant. But you cannot say that Max Duggan has been better than Hendon Hooker and especially Caleb Williams. You cannot make that statement, all right? So it's not a criticism of Duggan. It's just that Hooker and especially Caleb, have been much better in 2022. That's what Heisman conversations are about. People think that it's criticism of the fourth best player in the whole United States. No, it's saying that there's another player and another player who have been better in the United States for a given season. And that's what people often miss about Heisman conversations. They think it's criticism of the player. No, it's just comparing that player to another player or two players who have been empirically better.
I even think that Caleb Williams would be considered or would be the front runner for an MVP. So it's not an MVP even, it's a best player award. Those aren't necessarily the same, but I would even argue that Caleb Williams would be the MVP in America, although I think that there are some more valid arguments against that. But it is the best player in America. And we know that the best player in America, technically, if we brought in NFL scouts and we surveyed every position, could be an edge rusher, it could be a left tackle. We understand it's a position, it's a skill position award that's leaned heavily toward the quarterback position. That's just what it is.
Absolutely.